You've been lied to. You don't need 30 different exercises. You don't need a personal trainer watching every rep. You don't even need a gym. What you really need is 6 brutally effective movements and the right mindset to execute them. Because here's the truth, most fitness influencers won't tell you. It's not about how many exercises you do. It's about how many muscles you activate. I'm talking about full-body movements that challenge your strength, your coordination, your balance, your endurance, all at once. Exercises that hit like a truck and build like a blueprint. So let me ask you something. How many times have you opened a workout plan, saw 40 different movements, and thought, "There's no way I'm doing all that"? You're not alone. Most people are overwhelmed before they even start. And that's why they quit. Not because they're lazy, but because the plan was never built for real life. But what if I told you that you could build a stronger, faster, more athletic body using just 6 exercises? No fluff, no machines, no excuses, just raw, efficient training. Sound too good to be true? That's exactly what I thought, until I saw the results. Because when you train smart, using compound, explosive, joint-driven movements, you activate everything. Your core, your glutes, your stabilizers, your grip, your heart, all firing at the same time. And the best part? These movements don't just make you look good. They make you feel unstoppable, faster on your feet, stronger under pressure, more alive in your own skin. So if you've ever said, "I don't have time," if you've ever skipped a workout because you didn't know where to start, if you've ever looked in the mirror and felt like your body isn't reflecting the effort you're putting in, this video is for you, because we're about to break down 6 exercises that don't just work your muscles, they wake them up. If this is already hitting close to home, hit that subscribe button, because what's coming next might just change the way you train forever. 1. The Farmer's Walk. Strength in simplicity. Let's kick things off with the most underrated full-body movement in the game, the Farmer's Walk. At first glance, it looks too basic to matter. Pick up something heavy. Walk with it. That's it. Right? Wrong. The Farmer's Walk is a functional strength bomb. It engages your forearms, shoulders, traps, core, quads, hamstrings, and even your ankle stabilizers, all in one continuous effort. It's a true test of coordination, balance, and mental grit. Think about it. This is how humans have moved weight since forever, carrying loads from one point to another. Except now, it's done with intention, posture, and progressive overload. This one movement teaches your entire body to operate as a single unit. Not isolated muscles doing isolated things, but real-world strength that translates beyond the gym. No wasted motion, no fluff, just raw work. The magic? It forces you to engage muscles most people neglect, like the deep core and scapular stabilizers. And when done right, it can radically improve your posture, endurance, and grip strength. Here's how to make it work for you. Grab a pair of kettlebells, dumbbells, or even heavy buckets. Stand tall, shoulders back, core tight like you're bracing for a punch. Now walk, not fast, not slow, just firm, controlled steps with power behind each one. You'll feel it instantly, tension radiating from your traps to your forearms, your core working overtime to keep everything aligned, and most importantly, your body learning how to stay strong under pressure. Want to level it up? Alternate between fast and slow sets. For example, walk 10 meters fast, then 10 meters slow. That shift in tempo forces your body to recruit different fibers and improves recovery under fatigue. But here's where most people mess it up. They go too light and don't feel a thing. Or too heavy and end up hunched over, losing all the benefits. Start with about 30 to 40% of your body weight split between both hands and walk 20 to 30 meters for 3 to 4 sets. Rest 60 to 90 seconds. Done right, it'll humble you. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. 2. Kettlebell swings, the posterior chain powerhouse. If there's one movement that can reshape your body, supercharge your cardio, and ignite your nervous system, it's the kettlebell swing. It's not just a lift. It's not just cardio. It's not even just a hip exercise. The kettlebell swing is a full-body power transfer system disguised as a workout. Here's the thing. Most people train muscles. This trains movement, and that's a game changer. The swing teaches your body to generate explosive force from the hips, something athletes across every sport rely on. Whether you're sprinting, jumping, punching, or lifting, it all starts with hip extension. The kettlebell swing just perfects it. Let's break it down. You hinge, not squat. Back, loading your glutes and hamstrings like a bowstring. Then, boom! You snap your hips forward, sending the bell flying to shoulder height. No pulling with your arms. No lifting with your back. It's pure, explosive leg drive. When done right, it works your glutes, hamstrings, lower back, core, shoulders, grip, and even your lungs, all in one smooth, fluid chain. That's why it's used in military training, athletic performance, and elite fat-burning programs alike. It's simple, but it's savage. The common mistakes: using a kettlebell that's too light, squatting instead of hinging, using your arms to lift instead of letting the hips launch it, or worse, rounding your back and turning a strength movement into a spinal disaster. Start light if you're new, sure, but the goal is to feel your glutes fire, your core stabilize, and your heart rate spike. A good place to begin is 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps with a moderate bell, around 18 to 26 pounds for women, 26 to 35 for men. Focus on rhythm, on breath, on control. And when you're ready to level up, try the unilateral swing. One arm, one bell. Now you're adding rotation, stability, and anti-tilt strength to the mix. Your obliques will light up, your balance will be tested, and your core, it'll level up fast. Don't be fooled by the simplicity. This one exercise can transform your body, but only if you respect the movement. And the next one? It's the perfect combo of grind and explosion. 3. Thrusters, the ultimate strength conditioning combo. If I had to pick one exercise to survive on a desert island, no machines, no mirrors, no fluff, it would be the thruster. Why? Because it's the ultimate hybrid movement. A front squat combined with an overhead press, 2 of the most powerful exercises in the game, fused into one relentless flow. And once you feel it, you'll know exactly why it's feared, respected, and loved by athletes around the world. Here's what makes the thruster so vicious. It starts with leg drive, quads, glutes, and hamstrings all firing to launch you out of the bottom squat. But instead of stopping at the top like a regular squat, you transfer that energy through your core and explode overhead, driving the weights up with shoulders and triceps. That seamless power transfer, it teaches your body to move like a unit, stable, explosive, efficient. And the burn you feel? It's not just in your legs or shoulders. It's in your lungs, your grip, your nervous system. It's a full-body stress test. And most people aren't ready for it. Here's how to dial it in. Hold a pair of dumbbells, or a barbell, at shoulder height. Feet shoulder width apart. Elbows slightly forward. Now drop into a controlled squat. Chest up, knees out, heels down. From the bottom, drive up hard and use that upward momentum to press the weights overhead, without pausing. Done right, it feels like one connected wave of motion, not two separate exercises. But here's the key. Form must be sharp. If you cut the squat short, arch your back during the press, or pause between phases, you lose the magic. This isn't just two moves smashed together. It's a movement built on flow. Start with 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, using a weight that makes you fight, but not fold. You want to feel that burn, but never at the cost of control. And when you're ready to level up, try the paused thruster, holding the bottom squat for 2 to 3 seconds before exploding upward. That pause kills momentum, forces pure muscle engagement, and makes every rep count. Thrusters don't just build muscle, they build mental grit. You'll want to quit mid-set, but if you don't, you'll come out stronger on every level. Here's where most people give up. But we're just getting started. 4. Burpees, the full-body engine of pain and progress. Let's be real for a second. Almost everyone hates burpees. But deep down, we know why they hurt so much. Because they work. Burpees are that rare breed of exercise that punches your entire body and your ego at the same time. And the best part? You don't need any equipment, space, or setup. Just your body and the will to keep moving. Here's the beauty behind the madness. In a single explosive flow, you're hitting your chest, shoulders, triceps, core, quads, glutes, and even your lungs. This is strength, cardio, and coordination, all mashed into one gut-check movement. And the science backs it up. Just 30 seconds of burpees can spike your heart rate and increase your calorie burn for up to 24 hours post-workout. That's not hype. That's EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. And burpees are one of the fastest ways to trigger it. So how do you make them work for you? Start standing tall. Drop into a squat. Place your hands down. Jump or step your feet back into a plank. Lower into a full push-up. Chest to the ground. Jump or step back to squat. Explode up into a jump. Hands overhead. Now repeat and repeat. And feel your body begging for air, balance, and rhythm. When done right, burpees feel like a wave. One fluid, violent, controlled movement from start to finish. But when done sloppy, they'll chew you up. Here are the most common screw-ups. Arching your back in the push-up. Skipping the full range of motion. Letting your hips sag or shooting through the reps like it's a race. That's how you miss the benefits and rack up injuries. If you're just starting out, ditch the push-up or the jump. Start with 3 sets of 5 to 10 reps. Rest as needed, and build up your volume gradually. As you get stronger, add speed. Reduce rest. Increase intensity. There's no hiding in a set of burpees. It's you versus gravity. And every rep is a reminder of just how much power your body really has when you stop coasting and start committing. But that's just the surface. The next movement adds strength and flexibility in one go. 5. Push-up to downward dog. Strength meets mobility. This one doesn't look intimidating until you feel it. The push-up to downward dog is smooth on the surface, but savage underneath. It's a hybrid move that blends upper body strength, core stability, and posterior chain mobility, all in a single controlled flow. Think of it as the perfect marriage between power and recovery. Here's the sequence. You start in a plank, lower into a full push-up, chest working, triceps firing, core tight. Then, you shift back. Hips shoot up, heels drive down, spine lengthens into a downward dog position. Suddenly, your shoulders stretch, your hamstrings pull, your calves open, and your breath resets. And that's the secret right there. This move doesn't just build muscle, it restores it. It's rare to find an exercise that activates and stretches at the same time, but this one does both. And it teaches your body something most lifters ignore: how to recover inside the movement. Done right, it flows like meditation in motion. Your breath matches the movement. You lower with strength and rise with space. But if you rush it, or let your form break down, you'll miss the real benefits. Common mistakes: letting the hips sag in the push-up, rushing the transition, bending the knees too much in downward dog, or just going through the motions without connecting to your breath. Start with 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Hold the downward dog for 2 to 3 full breaths. Feel your back, your glutes, your legs all waking up. Then reset and go again. Once you've nailed the basics, try adding a single leg raise in the downward dog. Alternate sides every rep. This adds a stability challenge and fires up your obliques and glutes in a whole new way. This exercise isn't just physical. It teaches you to transition under pressure, to breathe through effort, and to move with awareness, not just aggression. And the final movement? It's a total beast, and it might just be the most brutal of all. 6. Sled push, the brutal full-body burn. You've probably seen it. Some beast of an athlete pushing a weighted sled down a turf strip, legs churning, arms locked, sweat flying. That's the sled push, and it's every bit as brutal as it looks. This movement is a metabolic bomb. It hits your quads, glutes, calves, core, shoulders, triceps, and even your lungs, all at the same time. There's no rest phase, no top of the rep to breathe. Once you start pushing, it's go time until the line is crossed. What makes the sled push special isn't just the muscle activation, it's the constant tension. Unlike squats or presses, where you can pause at the top, the sled demands force every second it's moving. No breaks, no bounce, just grind. And yet, it's low impact. That means even people with joint issues or injury history can go all out, safely. Because your feet stay planted, your spine stays neutral, and the resistance is smooth, not jerky. Execution? Simple, but brutal. You set your hands on the handles. Lean forward with a straight line from head to heels. Start driving forward with short, fast, controlled steps, keeping your feet close to the ground. Want to target your glutes and hamstrings more? Lower your body angle. Want to fry your quads? Stay more upright. Either way, you're working hard. You'll know it's working when your legs start shaking, your lungs catch fire, and your mind says stop, but your body keeps going. Start with moderate weight and push for around 15 to 20 meters, 3 to 4 sets. Rest 90 to 120 seconds between sets. And if you want a mental challenge to go with the physical one, set a timer instead of distance. Push hard for 30 seconds, rest, repeat. You'll hit your cardio, strength, and mental toughness all at once. This isn't just about muscle, it's about dominance. Pushing through when every cell in your body is screaming for relief. And when you finish that final push, chest heaving, legs burning, brain buzzing, you'll know exactly what kind of fire you've unlocked inside yourself. You made it through. 6 movements, 1 mission, total body dominance. And now you know the truth most people will never figure out. You don't need more exercises. You need the right ones. Movements that hit hard, build fast, and train your entire body. Not just for aesthetics, but for real-world strength, coordination, and confidence. So here's the question. Are you going to go back to your 30 exercise program that leaves you drained and confused? Or are you going to simplify, intensify, and finally see what your body's truly capable of? What's the one thing you're changing in your training after this? If this video gave you at least one aha moment, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's keep building this together. And if you're serious about evolving, not just physically but mentally, this channel is your new home. We're here to cut the noise and give you real training that works in real life. No trends, no tricks, just results.